Hi, I'm Cindy Cohen. Today I'm talking with Lazar Dimitrov, CEO of Estelza Therapeutics, about one of my favorite questions to ask leaders. Hi, Lazar.
Hey, Cindy.
Lazar is someone I respect not just for what he's building, but for how he thinks about leadership. And I want to start with a question I often ask leaders because it says a lot about how we grow, adapt, and lead with intention. So, Lazar, let's start here. What was a moment early on that shaped how you lead today?
It's a great question, Cindy, and not sure if there's one particular moment, but for a long time in my career, I thought that leaders' job is to actually get to a consensus decision where everyone is happy with the decision. There's no dissenting parties. And I found that didn't always lead to the most optimal decision, incorporating all the information that could be mined from people around the table, if they didn't feel safe to disagree with the leader. And so when I started Estelza, it was a deliberate choice to mine for such productive conflict. And bringing a co-founder to Stelza with a very different background in chemistry compared to my business development background has created many of those opportunities of creative conflict. I have not liked it all the time to be disagreed with and to be pushed for where my assumptions are coming from in the decision. But going through that discomfort, I believe in many of the situations has resulted in much better decisions than if we hadn't had that conflict. And I've also found that we need to, as leaders, keep reiterating to people on the executive leadership team that we are creating here a safe environment to disagree because people come from these experiences where consensus is the driving force to decisions, and they're first taken aback by, oh, I can disagree with the CEO. I can push back. And I'm not going to be fired, or my promotion is not going to be at risk, etc.
Thank you for sharing that perspective. Every leader I work with has had moments like this, right? A lesson that shapes how they lead today. And if you're navigating growth, change, or uncertainty, I hope this conversation gave you a moment of clarity this week. If this was helpful, follow along for more conversations like this.